Mama. Today we're talking new mom snacks, specifically those things that you want to keep right next to you anywhere you sit regularly with baby so that you can stay healthy and nourished during a time when most moms complain that they're starving because they don't have the hands to eat. But we've got a way to combat that. I'm Katie Huey Harrison, founder and editor-in-chief of Undefining Motherhood. We are an educational site and community that gives you all the information that you need so that you can feel confident in your decisions and do this mom thing your way. Today, I'm talking to you about new mom snacks. Stations that you want to keep right next to you in places where you sit regularly with baby so that you are able to stay fed and nourished and keep your energy up as much as possible during those tough early days. For the past few weeks, we've been talking about our new mom survival kits and how I have a better way. Instead of compiling all of these things and having them in our home, what we're doing is we're creating 4 separate stations, 5 if you're breastfeeding, that are very intentional about what's included in them and where they're located so that you have what you need when you need it, always on hand to make those early days as easy a transition as possible. I call these Mama Baby Stations, and we have already talked about what you want to include in your diaper station, your postpartum basket, and your baby medicine kit. This week, we're talking new mom snack stations. And then next week, if you're a breastfeeding mom, tune back in because we're going to be covering breastfeeding stations in our final week of this new mom survival kit series. Remember that the details of all of these stations, along with everything else you need to know in one easy place to get ready for having a baby, is available in Expecting and Organized, our pregnancy and new baby planner that gives you everything you need to feel prepared and confident so you can tackle this new motherhood journey with confidence and ease. If you don't already have it, don't worry, I'm dropping the link below in the description. When I talk about Mama Baby Stations, this new mom snack station is the one that I get the most pushback on. People are like, why? Why do I need new mom snack stations? And let me tell you, it's because in those early days with baby, you're going to spend a lot of time either sitting or pacing around, bouncing, which is a great feeling. We're going to get used to it. You're not going to have a lot of free hands, and you need food. You're hungry, your hormones are going crazy, your body is changing. If you are breastfeeding, oh my goodness, you are burning so many calories that you were not burning before. 3rd trimester pregnancy hunger has nothing on after birth hunger. And I want to make sure that you are prepared so that you aren't hungry, having your stomach growl with an infant on you who you're afraid, well, if I move, I'm going to wake her up. Well, I only have one hand to eat. These stations cover that. They solve the problem for you. So let's find out how to make them. The next thing that people always ask me is, where do I put these stations? And for the new mom snack station, that's an especially important question because it's not as obvious as it is for some. For your postpartum baskets, obviously, you put them on the back of your toilet. But for the new mom snack station, where do you need it? Well, I recommend having one anywhere where you sit regularly, especially where you're going to sit with baby, but honestly, even if you're there on your own. So for me, this is 3 different places. I keep a snack station on the table next to the chair in my living room, in the nursery, on the table next to the chair, or usually on the floor. That table's small for me, so just a basket on the floor I can grab from, and on my bedside table. Because yes, sometimes in those early days, eating in bed is necessary. And finally, what do I put in my new mom snack station? Well, the answer to this obviously is not as clear-cut as I would like it to be because it depends on a number of factors, especially your dietary preferences and restrictions. But I'm going to tell you what I put in mine so that you can get a good idea of the types of things that you want to think about so that you can make the best snack station for you possible. Now, ideally, you're not going to be living out of these snack stations. You will get meals from other places. But I hate to say, there's a good chance you're going to need them far more than you imagine right now. So you want to make sure that you've set them up in a way that you can contribute to your daily nutritional value from these stations, even though you're looking for predominantly shelf-stable products. And let's talk about how to do that. First, what I want you to think about is making sure you have a good mixture of protein and complex carbohydrates. You can have some simple carbs in your station. We all will, because I know that's what a lot of shelf-stable products are. But the more we're careful to make sure that we get complex carbs in there, the better for our overall ability to maintain energy and maintain good blood sugar levels. And of course, you want to have lots of water. Lots and lots of water. Hydration is important for all of us, but especially if you're breastfeeding, your water needs are so high during that period. Make sure that you use these stations to help you stay hydrated. So when you're choosing your snacks for these stations, there are a few questions that I want you to keep in mind. Is this snack shelf stable? Can you eat it with just one hand? Will it leak or drop crumbs on baby's head? And does it contribute to your nutritional needs for the day? And if you can get snacks that do all 4 of those things correctly, or even 3 out of 4 things correctly, you're winning, and that's an item for your snack station. So here's what I like to keep in my new mom snack stations. Nuts mixed with fruit, usually in a bag so that I can just eat out of it with one hand. Now, if you're choosing a nut like pistachios, make sure that you already have them shelled so that you're not having to try to do that work while holding a baby. But I recommend going for something that's a little bit less of a fatty nut because it's so easy to overeat something like yummy, salty, fatty pistachios. One of my biggest staples is cereal bars and protein bars. I really love the Kind bars, but there are all sorts of different flavors and brands that people are really into. I know some very popular ones are Lara bars and RX bars. These are really great choices for helping fill you up when you have a moment where you just really need some actual nourishment. Now, it's hard to get fresh items into these baskets because we're stocking them now. Baby's not here yet. But one thing I do love putting in my basket is fruit. And what I do is I just put some fruit in every morning so that I'm able to eat on it throughout the day. For me, my favorite is bananas. I love bananas. Yes, you need 2 hands to peel, but 2 hands to peel or open usually is doable. It's that one hand for the regular eating that we're really focusing on. So I love bananas as a great option. A lot of people also love apples to keep in their snack stations. And actually one of my favorites is the little mandarin oranges like Halos or Cuties. You can't eat them one-handed. That is 100% true. And it's acidic, so you don't want it dropping on baby's head. But if you're sitting, you will have times when you have availability of 2 hands, but you still don't want to move. And being able to grab those during that time feels like an extra special treat for me. Another really fun option that I actually just discovered is roasted chickpeas. These are great because they pack a good protein punch, which is extremely helpful during this period. But you can buy them straight off the shelf, ready-made. And you can get them in all sorts of different flavors. They're not going to drop all over baby's head. It's really a great choice. Another way that I love to work just a tiny bit of freshness into these baskets is to use mini muffins. So you can buy store-bought muffins, or what I like to do is when I'm preparing all of my freezer meals before baby, I will make muffins and I'll put them frozen in the mini muffin containers in the freezer. And so then at the beginning of each week, you can just put those directly into the oven, cook them, and once they are baked and cooled, you can put them in individual baggies, and you can put those baggies throughout your snack stations so you have access to your muffins. And if you're using something like oats or whole grains to give you more fiber, that's going to be even better. One of my absolute go-tos for these stations are shelf-stable protein shakes. Not the kind you have to keep in the refrigerator, but the ones that you just buy already made in a container and you can just stick them right there in that basket and grab them as needed. When I'm really hungry, this tends to be the best thing that I can go to that's shelf stable and able to work in one of these baskets. Another really great way to get protein in is with jerky. Obviously, this isn't a fit for everyone, but if you're a meat eater, beef jerky, turkey jerky, whatever kind of jerky you like, salmon jerky is even a thing. I love beef jerky, so this is a win-win snack for me because I enjoy eating it and also it actually helps to fill me up. Another really easy, great option, popcorn, Skinny Pop, Pirate's Booty, whatever kind of popcorn you like to eat. I don't care if it's pre-made and it's in a bag. It's a really simple snack that you can have on hand in those baskets. And if you are a breastfeeding mama, There is nothing I love more than a good lactation cookie. You can use homemade ones, or you can get store-bought pre-packaged ones and just stick them right into that basket so you have a good sweet snack that really just helps fulfill you and satisfy you when you want something a little bit comforting, and also promotes your milk supply. Now, before I tell you my last must-have item in these baskets, I have to ask, what's your favorite snack to keep on hand and eat one-handed? I can't wait to hear what you have to say in the comments below. And finally, seemingly the most obvious, but I find also the most overlooked element of every single new mom snack station, water. So there are two ways I recommend making sure that you're getting the water and hydration that you need throughout the day. One is to put a reusable water bottle on every single place where you keep a snack station. And then in the morning, you can just fill that water bottle and drink from it. But sometimes we're still caught in a pinch. We forgot to fill it up, we've already run out, we need more, whatever is happening. Hydrating is so important. So I recommend putting 2 to 3 small bottles of water into every single snack station and keeping those stocked so that if you don't have anything from your reusable water bottle, you can pop those open and you can hydrate. Don't forget to download my free Getting Ready for Baby bundle. The link is in the description, and it tells you everything you need to know about all of these stations, how to create them, what to include, and also lots of other checklists and tips for getting ready for baby. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found this helpful so you can stay nourished and happy with your new baby. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Coming up next, you'll find the last video in our new Mom Survival Kit series, Breastfeeding Stations. Thanks for watching. Bye.